react to this. I'm reacting to this before Keizo, the calm leader, the Travis calm leader. Yes, I'm gonna be reacting to it before him, bro, because I'm wired in, dude. Oh, sir, that's 2 o'clock, sir. Okay, that means we gotta react fast. That's what that means. All right, let's pause this. We're just here to react. That's all we're here for. Then we're gonna end the stream. I'm not gonna hold you guys. Like, if you were here for the TikTok stream, that was the cinema. This is the slop.
This might be wrong. They fucked that up. I spent years mixing this shit. And you don't understand what I'm saying?
Come on, you don't know what he's saying?
It's lit.
It's lit.
I think it's like an ad lib, and I wanna maybe antidote. I feel like it might have been antidote. I was so turned this day and excited. It's the first thing that came to my mind, and I think I screamed it so loud it sounded like
What for this life I cannot change.
Voice. Yeah, I haven't let it go since. For this life I cannot change, in the hills, deep off in the main. Wow, butterfly effect.
Change.
Song special. I made this song about a special someone, and yeah, they lived off in the hills in LA.
Wow, dude.
Pulled out of the hood, Toyota, drove back to the hood, bro. Eeps in the trap.
Wow, dude. This song is so good, bro.
This is what got me through a couple months, because I didn't really even have a car like that. It was a shit box, but I drove it, I wrecked it, spare tire.
Wow, dude.
No
So inspirational, dude. No.
You know,
You put water in it.
that shit is. And then after that, I was
Some
like,
gas?
my friends like drove me around everywhere. And also my homie Dozy had a Toyota Corolla that he used to pick me up. Pick me up. And now, we're going back in Lamborghinis, which is cool. We go buy cars and just like look at it and shit. Don't touch it, man. You gotta drive that shit. If I take you to my past, you'll be traumatized. Got 1,000 kids outside, just trying to come alive. Stargazing.
If I take you to my past, you will be traumatized.
Wow, dude.
To me,
So inspirational,
the
man.
beginning of the song is like psychedelic, like it's supposed to be like euphoric. It takes you to some sort of form of ecstasy, not the drug, but just the feeling of seeing what you're trying to do, and then life hits you. This is the first song on Astral, and writing that lyric is like the second half of the song, like when it drops, and I really wanted to create this feeling of like high energy in the travels that I've taken to get to where I was at. And
Wow.
you know, like meeting people along the way, you're like, man, if you just knew, like, what I seen, or like, what I'm going through, you'll probably be like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is so crazy. How are you even here today? You know what I'm saying? Now seeing,
Wow.
the shows, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. I'm doing stadiums and stuff now. Like,
Yes.
kind of there to actually like
MetLife.
stage and have the best time ever. So it's good to see like the travels I took are inspiring someone. I feel like everyone can relate to coming from somewhere that might not have been the best situation, or what maybe you thought wasn't the best situation, and you always wanted to aspire to do something greater for yourself and for your family. So I think in general people can relate with that. Cudi was like that artist for me where I was listening to his music. I was like, man, I feel like he's living like the same type of house as me. Like, are we staying in the same crib, bro? Like, it's crazy. I feel like our lives are like similar. And so I'm just listening through that. I was like getting me through like every day. And it's like, okay, if he can make it to the other side, so can I. And so it's important for me to at least have something that people can like relate to, so give them that sort of insight. Hopefully they can come out the other side inspired. When I'm sipping that kombucha, either pink or brown.
Fiend.
Right now, yeah. Fiend.
When I'm sipping that kombucha, either pink or brown.
Went on tour for 2.5 years, and people like gotta understand like what I meant by fiend. And just the energy.
Wow, man.
Yeah, that was like a beat I made.
So inspirational, bro.
Behind even just when I made the beat and made the song.
Made the beat, bro.
So to even see it like
So inspirational. Wow. Wow, Travis.
Kicking the cameraman off my stage just sound like I snapped my ankle.
That's antidote.
Yeah. Antidote. I had the song done, and I had 2 verses on it, It's like, oh, actually, I need a rap verse. Then I actually did this Hot 97, I think it was. And they had me performing, you know, outside.
Don't you open up that?
Beginning party stages. And I think people don't understand, like, I don't like cameras. And especially I don't like cameras on stage while performing. And it's more so like an artistic thing. It's like this stage is meant to be set up a certain way. And obviously when you go to these like radio shows, it's a bunch of like everyone's trying to get content. You got people all on the stages. But I've always wanted to set a tone of performance in my performance of what I expect, you know, on any stage that I want to be on. Maybe how I did it to the guy, maybe might have been the right way. And I fuck with him, I know he's just doing his job. When I'm in that mode on stage, I'm just like all adrenaline. Yeah, you know, I fuck with that guy. No harm. She fall through plenty of her and the guineas. We at the top floor right there off the heat. Wow, goosebumps.
We at the top floor right there off Duini.
Yeah, this is the apartment I had in LA on Doheny. It's actually the apartment that I recorded
wow,
this
dude.
in. You know, I was going through something and I literally just made that album. And it was like a therapy session for myself. So yeah, I literally went in the room and I did the song and I was like, yeah, but yeah, that apartment, you know, is how the Goosebumps
So inspirational, bro.
alive.
How Goosebumps was made.
Used to live up in the 7.
Now I bought 2 streets.
It's from a song called Father. My brother Ye.
Used to live up in the 7.
Oh, I
From
bought 2
713
streets.
Houston, Texas. Now I have a couple streets there, which is a blessing. Which is cool about this song is that we did this in Japan. We cooked this song on the spot like random, just right there.
Wait,
Just had
yo.
it in his brain. Like, oh, I gotta get this off.
Yo.
You know, in our careers, it's interesting to see like
Holy
you know, all the
news
things
drop.
that taught me from a mentor, from music.
Yo.
To now like bring that and share it together on the record is
Wow, it's crazy.
fucking ill. A trick to break the walls of Troy.
Oh my god, the Odyssey.
That is the 6th line in the movie The Odyssey.
A trick. You can break the walls of Troy.
Also like part of the original song, which I'm so happy that I am part of. And especially for like a film like this, even to be in the movie is amazing. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure all these people are like straight thespians. It was something that inspired me when I was a kid. You know, to go through that zone and process to see how they work and things come to life and how they treat, you know, waking up at 5 a.m. and, you know, leaving at 5 p.m. or 3 p.m., whatever it is, every day. You know, even just the things that they went through.
So inspirational, man.
Everything's like so real. I, you know, praise what they do. It actually took me to another place like, okay, wow. Yeah, this isn't the studio. Chris called me and was like, yo, you think you want to be in a movie? And I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, I'm about to start shooting, you know, this movie called The Odyssey. Like, got this idea. You know, it's telling me about, you know, the bard role and, you know, how the connection between even just being an artist and, you know, through rap, it's like a form of like, in some sense, like poetry. And I'm like, okay,
Wow, dude.
but what's the idea? He's like, well, I want you to open it. I'm like, all right, bro. Like,
Alright, bro.
he's like, well, just come pull up on me. Like, you know, you come see it. You be down to do it. I'm like, of course I'm down to do it. You know, I don't give a fuck what it is. And, you know, I was just a little bit like kind of thrown off by it. And I showed up the first day, and I'm thinking like, oh, it's just gonna be me, him, a couple extras. You know, maybe like a couple castmates. You know,
Nah, but they really got us to hold.
everybody. You know, and I was like, fuck. You know,
We made
I
it.
saw the film in IMAX for the first time. Ah, man, it was wild. Like, me and my guy David was like kicking me. He's like, what the fuck? Like, bro, shut up. Like, you know, he was like, oh, this is crazy. But even me, I'm like, oh, this is insane.
Yo.
All of these hoes I made records I produced. All of these hoes I made off records I produced. All of these O's, they fucked that up. All of these O's, like zeros, like dollars, dollar amounts. I made off of these records I produced, which is also like a play on hoes. I might take all my exes and put them all in a group.
All of these hoes I made off records I produced.
You know, Sicko Mode is like another one of those songs where, like, from a beat standpoint, you know, shout out my boy OZ, man, and my boy Key. Yeah, you know, that song was always like, in a sense, like special. You know what I'm saying? Just from a beat standpoint. I always felt like it's kind of like, you know, I had that song on the album. It's just like one of my faves. You know, it was just one of my faves. You know, whether it connected or not.
Yeah, bro. We understand.
Yeah.
You the GOAT,
Me,
Trav.
but I barely farted. This
What?
is Houston fornication. I believe, right?
Yo, Trav, you don't know your own songs, bro?
Oh, not hooch. Yeah.
Think I'm shitting on you, but I barely
He
fall.
farted.
Yeah, this is one of those girls.
Wow, Trav really knows his grails,
I had an
bro.
Apple Music radio show that I was dropping music on. This is one of the songs. This is one of those times where, like, you know, I do a song and I'm like, yo, I gotta put it out tomorrow. And that was one of them.
Wow. It was good, too.
It's the last day to the rodeo. Last night had me down in the back comatose. Wait, this might be wrong. It's the last day to the rodeo. Last night had me down in the back comatose. Yeah. This is Mamacita.
This is the last days to the rodeo. Last night had me down in the bag, comatose.
Oh, it's not in the back. See, this is why, like, by the way, too, a lot of my lyrics are wrong on Genius, and I used to, like, call them all the time. Like, after my albums come out, I used to be like, yo, bro, it's, like, totally wrong. I don't get how y'all get other people's lyrics right. That, like, I'm fans of them, but I know off rip, you can't understand them. Like, you gotta really know the lingo to catch these lyrics. Like,
Yeah, recently,
how y'all
bro.
getting this shit? And I know
How are we doing this?
clear as day. Like, I spent years mixing this shit, and you don't understand what I'm saying? No, but I said last night.
Retweet.
Bad comatose. Then, like, part of this is not even proper, like, English. Like, last night had me down in the back comatose. Like, no. Yeah. So, yeah.